November 15, 1969. Peaceful Power. Washington, D.C. became the epicenter of a monumental anti-Vietnam War demonstration, marking a pivotal moment in American history. This event, known as the Moratorium to End the War in Vietnam, drew an estimated 500,000 protesters to the nation's capital, making it one of the largest demonstrations ever held in the city. The protest was organized by the new Mobilization Committee to End the War in Vietnam, commonly referred to as the new Mobe. The demonstration was preceded by the March Against Death, which began on November 13th and continued through the night into November 14th. During this somber procession, over 40,000 participants marched in single file from Arlington National Cemetery to the Capitol, each carrying a placard bearing the name of a fallen American soldier or a destroyed Vietnamese village. The main rally on November 15th featured speeches and performances by prominent figures, including folk singer Pete Seeger, who led the crowd in singing John Lennon's Give Peace a Chance. Other notable participants included composer Leonard Bernstein, the folk group Peter, Paul and Mary, singer John Denver, and musician Arlo Guthrie. The demonstration remained largely peaceful, with participants gathering on the National Mall and around the Washington Monument. However, a smaller group of protesters later marched to the Justice Department, where confrontations with police led to the use of tear gas. President Richard Nixon, who had publicly dismissed the impact of such demonstrations, privately monitored the events from the White House. Despite his outward stance, the sheer size and intensity of the protest underscored the growing public dissent against the Vietnam War. The November 15th demonstration was a culmination of escalating anti-war sentiment in the United States. It followed the first nationwide moratorium on October 15, 1969, which had also seen massive participation across the country. These events highlighted a deeply divided nation, with increasing numbers of Americans calling for an end to U.S. involvement in Vietnam. The significance of the November 15, 1969 protest lies not only in its scale, but also in its impact on public opinion and policy. It demonstrated the power of peaceful mass mobilization and remains a defining moment in the history of American social movements. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history,